heard her just push on the gas and just flew right between two cars and into the river she went.
For the second time in less than a week, Flushing residents watch as a car ends up in the Flint River. Good evening, everyone. I'm Bill Harris. Sadie has the night off. Well, Flushing residents left scratching their heads, wondering why cars keep crashing into the Flint River near the very same location. Police rescuing a 59-year-old woman from the river over the weekend. It happened near the parking lot of Beaky's Supermarket off of Main Street in Flushing. And that is where we find NBC 25's Walter Smith-Randolph with our top story tonight. Walter, what can you tell us?
Hey, Bill, this is really the talk of the town here in Flushing, and neighbors are hoping this doesn't become a trend. We're told by eyewitnesses and police that this all started right here in this parking lot of the grocery store. Take a walk with me. This car jumped this curb, went across the grass, across the river walk, and somehow managed to go between this brush and miss a tree right into the river. Neighbors were stunned that another car was in the Flint River in another week, and they whipped out their cell phones to record the whole thing.
It's a different one. It just went in.
This wasn't what Oscar Elizondo and his son were expecting to reel in Sunday afternoon.
He says to me, "Hey, Dad, there's a car floating down the river." And I said to him, "I don't think it's a car, it's a boat."
Sure enough, a Jeep Cherokee floating down the Flint River.
I grabbed my phone and started videoing it as it was coming down the river going by.
The driver still inside.
Yeah, she's just looking around. The lady in there, she wasn't scared or anything, just nonchalant looking around.
Police say the driver is a 59-year-old woman. They're still trying to figure out how and why this happened.
That's the craziest thing I've seen.
Even crazier, it happened last week. Police say that driver was drunk.
You've got the curb, you got a grassy area, you got the river walk. How could somebody do that? I don't know. I've never seen anything like that.
But now neighbors have seen it twice in 1 week, and they're questioning if drivers need an extra barrier.
After this, I'm pretty sure they should be putting some guardrails. After 2 times in 5 days, is it?
Now, in both cases, the drivers were rescued safely. As far as the car, last week we're told that that driver was charged for the expenses to bring the car out of the river. And now in this case, I'm told by eyewitnesses that the car was snagged on a tree. Take a look over here. You can see that there's actually a fender still on the riverbank. We're told that the driver of that car, the 59-year-old woman, she was treated at Hurley Medical Center. For now, we're live in Flushing along the Flint River. Walter Smith-Randolph, NBC 25 News.
Amazing story. Thank you, Walter.